Well, good afternoon, everybody. 2:16 p.m. on June 2nd, 2021. Well, I just wanted to break in Chieftain News here, reporting to you guys and letting you guys know that been a busy week for me, and I've been doing a lot of things and taking care of business and of personal matters, and also taking care of doing some background researching and stuff of this nature, checking into the status of what's going on in our world. My goodness, it is a whole busy time, is it not? I have been watching everything going on with Russia and China and Iran and Israel and United States and NATO and Europe and all the stuff that's going on with the human mental condition getting razzled, and everybody's starting to talk to each other in a very rough language. We've got major superpowers putting headlines out, very rough language towards each other. Russia specifically towards the United States, Israel towards Iran, China towards the United States. Read the other day, I was looking at an article where China had said we, pretty much need to get ready for nuclear war because of the United States, and for various reasons. Also, Russia's moving their ships off the coast of Hawaii, and had been in the area operating when a United States Navy was testing a missile, and all of a sudden this vessel appeared from Russia, and the missile it went out of control or whatever type of thing. So there's nothing specifically being said about it, but it is kind of interesting. There's a big what's going on with this? What really happened here? Also, the food prices. I'm sure you guys are starting to see the availability is decreasing, and the price of food's going up. Restaurants are definitely saying they're going to have to start charging higher prices and stuff like that. And for food, hundreds of McDonald's are closing down, hundreds of Denny's closing down. If not, I heard possibly all of them, the Denny's are going to close down. And Red Robin's, and also Raising Cane's, and also Chicken Express, and just oodles of other fast food restaurants and the nice restaurants as well that are closing down because they are unable to get a hold of food at the price they need to get a hold of, and it's in short supply as well. So there is the start of what we were talking about last week when I released a video, or a couple of weeks ago when I released a video of this event beginning, and it has begun. Also indicated that last December is when this started worldwide. It's just now getting to us here in the United States. So we can look for more things going on with that. That's not going to go away anytime soon. We're going to get through this. Let me reiterate that. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. But you have to understand that you need to make decisions, the right decisions, and be led and guided to the right decisions to make sure that you do what you need to do for you, your family, your friends, your loved ones. You need to make sure that you can take care of business and keep things going. Otherwise, the severity of it could be worse than if you had not planned for it. So just keep that in mind while this is all happening. Now, the weather's doing some things. We're having Midwestern United States to the East Coast, a lot of flooding, a lot of rivers past the flood stage. We're having some rather unusual hail. Had a world record break. 12.5-pound hail was falling in Wisconsin, I heard. That's a awfully lethal hail. That hailstorm had happened in the middle of nowhere, and you had no cover. That would have hurt. That would have possibly killed humans, cows, horses, livestock. So, and then, like I said, the rivers are at flood stage in several states across the United States, and declarations of emergency because of flooding and the weather is starting to happen. The West Coast, strangely enough, is in a super drought, like super drought, to where they can't grow crops because they don't have the water, and they can't feed or water their livestock, and so there's a huge decrease in things happening from the Midwest over to the West Coast. So these are the interruptions in our food chain. These are interruptions in our day-to-day activity that is stopping us from the normal activity. Our routine is changing. It's here, and it is happening. As I was hearing from the Intel crew, and here we are. And how bad is it going to get? Well, nobody knows. I know that we're going to get through this. I do know that. As a people, as a nation, and as a world of humans, we're going to get through this. There is no doubt in my mind. A 30-day blackout coming in the near future. Are you prepared for that? That's coming. The Intel guys are saying, they're also indicating that it's a natural event. It's not a man-made event. Yet news articles keep popping up that China is also talking about an EMP attack, as well as Russia is talking about knocking out the power, and they have done some cyber attacks on us, on our country. The attacks on the pipeline that the Russian gang did, I guess here in the United States, affected the gas prices nationwide, mainly on the East Coast and up in the Northeast. So I guess now that we have another cyber attack from the same crew is suspected. I got to throw that in there. Suspected the same crew has done a cyber attack on the meat packing plants and is shut down and interrupted again the food chain. And so these are interruptions we don't need. This is going to help drive up the price of everything. This is going to help not do us any good for our economy nor the U.S. dollar. When we got our presidency and administration seeking, I guess, approval for a $6 trillion hit to the deficit, and basically a ton of money to be passed out, I guess, and we'll see how that goes. I have a lot of other information coming up. Got Intel meetings fixing to start for the next 72 hours. I'm pretty much going to try to do a Friday night briefing every Friday, and so you can look for that every Friday. It's going to be like a totality week event of everything coming in for the week and the Intel meetings that I have over Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then I'll bring it up to date. So the Intel briefing with Rick on Fridays is going to be the main event of the YouTube channel that I have, Chieftain News, just to keep you guys aware of what's going on. There's various other things that are unconfirmed going on in the China South Sea issue. Also in Europe, we do have troops from Russia moving up towards Europe, as NATO is practicing military exercises, both land, air, or all three, land, air, and sea exercises militarily, and is getting the attention of Russia, and Russia is responding by moving troops to the eastern part of Europe. They're moving west, so I'm keeping my eye on that. Again, I really don't think that any of this is going to stay. The European-Russia situation, the Ukraine situation, I really don't think that that's going to come boiling over point. That's my own guess, my own conjecture, my own thought process. I really think that this massive military buildup, this massive Russian troop buildup, is simply just, kind of moving around on the west borders of Israel. I'm sorry, west borders of Ukraine, and is just north of Israel, waiting to dump out into Syria and to take care of the Middle East and watch Putin try to bring peace to the Middle East, as well as the new Prime Minister of Israel, Bennett, who is he is a wild card from what I'm hearing through the news through the Knesset in Israel. The government, all the little government groups are forming factions and stuff, and we thought it was going to be Yehuda Glick along with Lapid, and it ended up being Yehuda Glick's out and Bennett is in. I think he serves the purpose of what the Israeli government wants to do. As far as him being a wild card, he has been known to go flip on many items and big hit things. He flips around as far as which way to go, whether they're going to build a third temple or not, whether we're going to divide the nation of Israel or not, which we know that simply is just going to be a bad idea for anybody to try to divide Israel and give the Palestinians a Palestine. It's just not going to happen right at this moment, and I don't think Israel's going to be divided, so it's just going to be a big mess. So as this tunes up and fires up, we're also looking at the human mental condition out there. I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope everybody is meditating and praying and keeping themselves in a peaceful mood and staying that way, calm, cool, collective, and press on. Miss you guys here the last few days. I've been, like I said, very busy, and I'm glad I'm putting something out for you guys. Subscribe, and give me any feedback that you'd like, good or bad. Don't care. Like to hear it all. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, and be safe. Stay well. Chieftain News out.